10 things women do when they're into you. Modern Stoic. The way to love anything is to realize that it may be lost. G.K. Chesterton. When a woman is truly interested in you, her actions will reveal it long before her words do. Attraction is often expressed in subtle, instinctive ways. Small gestures, fleeting glances, and unconscious behaviors that speak volumes. A modern Stoic understands that reading these signs isn't about overanalyzing, but about calmly observing reality as it is. In this video, we'll break down the key behaviors women display when they're into you. From the way she engages in conversation to the little things she does when she's around you, each sign offers valuable insight into her true feelings. Stay with us until the end, because some of the most revealing signals are often the ones most men overlook. Let's dive in. One, intense eye scanning. Eyes don't lie, especially when someone's attracted to you. If a woman wants you physically, her eyes will give her away. She'll look at you in a way that feels deeper or more intense, almost like she's trying to study you. Her gaze becomes deliberate, scanning you with an intensity that lingers beyond casual interest. Her eyes may move slowly from your own to your lips, then down to your chest, as if memorizing every detail. This is not random. It is instinctual, a subconscious way of appreciating someone she finds desirable. Imagine sitting across from her at dinner, engaged in conversation, yet noticing her gaze subtly drifting from your face to your shoulders, then back again. This is not just about listening to your words. It's about noticing your presence in a way that transcends logic. The ancient Stoics, like Epictetus, taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. In moments like these, the modern Stoic learns not just to hear, but to observe, to understand attraction without being consumed by it. True power comes from recognizing these signs without letting them dictate your emotions. Attraction is a force of nature, but how you respond to it is a choice. If you find yourself in this situation, remain composed, hold your gaze with calm confidence, and let the dynamic unfold naturally. Women are drawn to men who are not easily swayed, who stand firm in their presence. Modern Stoicism reminds us that confidence is not arrogance, but the ability to remain centered amidst external validation. If you've noticed this kind of eye contact, it's a strong indication she's interested. But the key is to acknowledge it without acting needy. Instead of reacting impulsively, use the moment to strengthen your awareness and presence. Have you ever experienced this kind of intense eye contact? Share your story in the comments below. 2. The do and smile. A smile can say more than words ever will, especially when it's the Jean smile. It's the kind of smile where both her mouth and eyes light up, showing she's not just smiling out of politeness, but because she's truly happy to be around you. When a woman truly likes you, she may offer this smile effortlessly, as if it were a natural response to the joy of being in your presence. Much like the blessing of Stoicism reminds us to appreciate the simple, profound experiences life grants us. Imagine engaging in a conversation where your wit and warmth evoke laughter, and in response, she radiates a smile that illuminates not only her lips but also her eyes, creating a sparkle that reveals an inner light fueled by sincere delight rather than mere politeness. This is not just a casual grin, but a powerful non-verbal communication that conveys comfort, connection, and an unspoken affirmation of mutual attraction, echoing the Stoic lessons that encourage us to observe and cherish these subtle signs of emotional resonance. The Jean smile is a metaphor for authenticity in relationships, a moment when the external reflects the internal, an instantaneous display of emotion that transcends superficial interaction and serves as a reminder that the real value of our encounters lies in the genuine bonds we forge with others. In the context of modern Stoic living, this smile becomes even more significant. It is a clear and unambiguous signal that she is fully engaged in the interaction, inviting you to not only recognize the attraction, but also to reciprocate with a mindful openness and presence that honors the moment, much like how Stoicism teaches us to remain balanced amid the ebbs and flows of life. As you navigate the complexities of modern relationships, pay close attention to such subtle yet potent expressions, for they carry the weight of true connection. The moment when her eyes and smile come together in a harmonious display is a reminder that life's most meaningful experiences often manifest in these small, unpretentious gestures. When you notice her giving you this unmistakable do and smile, consider it a personal invitation to explore a deeper connection, an opportunity to engage with her on a level that transcends mere words and reaches into the realm of shared experience, a realm that is beautifully illuminated by the blessing of Stoicism and enriched by the timeless Stoic lessons that urge us to live authentically, remain grounded in the present, and embrace the genuine bonds that define our human experience. 3. Touches her neck or collarbone. When a woman subtly touches her neck or collarbone in your presence, it's not just an unconscious habit, it's a silent language of attraction. In the world of modern Stoics, where perception is power, understanding these signals gives you an edge. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who mastered self-awareness and control. In the same way, a Stoic man must learn to read between the lines, to recognize the unspoken signs of desire. This movement, her fingertips grazing her skin, the slight tilt of her head, reveals more than words ever could. It's vulnerability disguised as confidence, an instinctive way of drawing attention to the delicate feminine parts of her body. Why? Because attraction isn't declared. It's expressed in subtlety. A woman who plays with her necklace, gently brushes her collarbone, or tucks her hair behind her ear while locking eyes with you isn't just moving absent-mindedly. She's signaling interest. She's aware of you. She wants to be seen. This is the psychology of seduction in action. Your job? Maintain the calm, controlled presence of a true Stoic life practitioner. Don't react with desperation. Instead, acknowledge it with quiet confidence. Hold her gaze, let the moment breathe, and remain the immovable force that commands respect. Modern Stoics understand that attraction is built in the space between certainty and mystery. Too eager, and you destroy the intrigue. Too indifferent, and the moment slips away. Master the art of reading her, and you control the dynamic. As Epictetus said, man is not disturbed by things, but by the view he takes of them. View her signals with precision and act accordingly. If you want to harness this knowledge and sharpen your masculine edge, then prove it. Comment below. I see the signs, and I stay unshaken. Like this video, subscribe for more insights, and step into your power. 4. Frequent touches. In the game of attraction, words can be deceiving, but actions, they never lie. A woman's touch is one of the clearest signs she's into you. It's instinctive, subtle, yet deeply revealing. If she likes you, she'll find ways, conscious or not, to bridge the physical gap. A soft touch on your arm when she laughs, a gentle brush of her fingers against yours, a lingering pat on your back. These aren't accidents. These are invitations. She's testing the waters, signaling comfort, chemistry, and desire. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." A woman who is drawn to you thinks of you, and in her body language, she shows it. Picture this. You're at a cafe, deep in conversation. You crack a joke, and as she bursts into laughter, she instinctively leans in, her hand resting on your forearm, her fingers brushing your wrist. It's fleeting, but powerful. It's her way of breaking barriers, of showing she's comfortable, engaged, and present with you. This is Stoic life, understanding human nature, reading signals, and mastering your emotions instead of being a slave to them. A Stoic man observes he doesn't react blindly. He knows attraction is not just about words, it's about energy, presence, and control. Women communicate attraction differently from men. They don't always use direct words. They use proximity, subtlety, and touch. The more frequent these gestures, the stronger the pull. When a woman makes an effort to initiate physical contact, she's sending a message. I feel something. But here's the key. A Stoic doesn't rush to conclusions. He remains centered, watches, and lets her actions confirm her words. Desperation repels. Self-mastery attracts. A woman wants a man who knows his worth, who isn't chasing validation but naturally commands it. Use reverse psychology. Pull back slightly when she touches you. Make her chase the connection. Give her space to lean in again. This is the power of controlled mystery. It's the balance between confidence and restraint that makes a man irresistible. When you control your frame, you control the dynamic. Remember, attraction is not about forcing. It's about allowing things to unfold while staying grounded in your power. This is the lesson of the Stoics. Emotional mastery is the ultimate advantage. If she touches you frequently, she's giving you a clear sign. But a Stoic man doesn't react emotionally. He notices, he assesses, and he decides whether she meets his standards. Be the man who commands respect, not the man begging for attention. The difference is night and day. If you've ever noticed a woman doing this, comment below. A Stoic man is always in control. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share if you want more insights into modern Stoicism and attraction. 5. Flirty body language. Flirty body language is one of the most undeniable indicators that a woman is drawn to you. When she is interested, her body instinctively gravitates toward yours, as if pulled by an invisible force. This is not just coincidence. It is human nature at play, a subconscious expression of attraction. Her body will mirror yours, leaning in when you speak, tilting her head slightly in engagement, and maintaining strong eye contact. These are silent signals of deepened interest, subtle yet powerful. She may raise her eyebrows in intrigue, adjust her posture to highlight her best features, or angle herself in a way that keeps you within her frame of attention. These gestures are not random. They reflect a desire to be noticed and appreciated. Picture this. You're engaged in conversation, and she moves in closer, her gaze locked onto yours, her smile warm and inviting. She might tuck her hair behind her ear, exposing her neck, a primal gesture of openness and vulnerability. Or perhaps she absent-mindedly plays with her necklace, twirling it between her fingers while she listens intently. Some women might even touch their lips or subtly brush their fingers against their collarbone when you're speaking, instinctively enhancing their femininity in your presence. These seemingly small gestures carry deep meaning, revealing an unspoken chemistry at play. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism becomes invaluable. A modern Stoic does not react impulsively or let his emotions get carried away. Instead, He observes, understands, and responds with calm confidence. Recognizing these signs should not lead to arrogance, but rather an appreciation of the natural flow of attraction. The blessing of Stoicism teaches that attraction is not something to be forced or manipulated. It should be allowed to unfold organically, without attachment to the outcome. If a woman is drawn to you, it is because she perceives something valuable in your presence, your mindset, and your demeanor. Rather than rushing to respond with excessive enthusiasm or overanalyzing every movement, a Stoic man remains composed, understanding that true connection is built on authenticity and self-assurance. In modern life, many men misinterpret these signals, either overlooking them entirely or mistaking politeness for genuine attraction. That is why developing the ability to read body language accurately is an essential Stoic lesson. Women communicate far more through actions than words, and understanding these nuances gives you an advantage, not to manipulate, but to navigate relationships with greater clarity and wisdom. When you sense that she is leaning into you, mirroring your movements, or finding subtle ways to maintain physical proximity, recognize it for what it is, a sign of interest, an invitation to build a connection. But at the same time, do not allow your emotions to dictate your next move. A modern Stoic remains grounded, letting attraction develop naturally without desperation or neediness. Attraction is a dance, and the best way to lead is by maintaining your composure, being present in the moment, and allowing things to unfold in their own time. 6. Sitting close. Picture this. You're hanging out with a girl, and as the conversation flows, she gradually moves closer to you. This is a strong sign that she's interested. Modern Stoicism teaches us that human behavior, no matter how subtle, often reveals deeper emotions, and in this case, her willingness to lessen the physical gap between you two is a powerful indicator of her interest. Women naturally gravitate toward people they feel safe with and enjoy being around. If she chooses to sit beside you instead of across from you, leans in while talking, or casually brushes against your arm, it's her way of expressing connection without words. This closeness isn't just about physical proximity. It's about emotional comfort and trust. When someone likes you, they seek out ways to be near you, whether through light touches, playful nudges, or finding any excuse to be in your personal space. A woman who isn't interested will maintain a comfortable distance, but a woman who is drawn to you will do the opposite. Think about it. If you're at a movie and she gently leans her head on your shoulder or rests her leg against yours, that's not accidental. It's a deliberate, unspoken way of saying, I feel safe with you, and I want to be closer. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." In the same way, attraction is colored by action. If her actions consistently show a desire to be near you, don't second-guess her interest. However, as a modern Stoic, your role isn't to become overly attached to these signals or chase validation, but to recognize them with clarity and composure. Confidence comes from understanding the dynamics at play and responding with calm self-assurance. Rather than overanalyzing, simply observe. If she sits close, acknowledge it, enjoy the moment, and let things flow naturally. But also, remember that true attraction isn't just about physical signals. It's about how a person makes you feel and how you make them feel in return. A woman who values your presence will show it not just in her proximity, but in the way she listens, engages, and respects your thoughts. So, the next time you notice her sitting closer, leaning in, or subtly closing the space between you two, take it as a strong sign of interest. The key is to maintain your composure, enjoy the connection, and let attraction build without desperation or pressure. And now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment where a woman's body language revealed her interest before she even said a word? Share your thoughts in the comments. 7. Crossing legs. Legs can speak volumes, especially when a woman crosses them in your direction. When a woman crosses her legs towards you, it often signals interest and engagement. This body language can indicate that she feels comfortable in your presence and is subconsciously orienting herself to be more aligned with you. Crossing legs towards someone is a nonverbal cue that can suggest attraction, as it shows the person is not closing themselves off, but rather is open to the interaction. Imagine you're at a cafe, deep in conversation, sharing a laugh. She shifts slightly, adjusting her posture, and you notice her legs cross towards you rather than away. This movement is not random. It's a reflection of how she feels in the moment. The key here is awareness. A modern Stoic understands that attraction is often communicated through actions rather than words, and recognizing these signs without being overly reactive is a lesson in emotional intelligence and self-control. Women are intuitive creatures, and when they like someone, their body naturally gravitates towards them. It's an unspoken dance, a quiet but powerful sign of interest. However, as someone who embraces the blessing of Stoicism, you must remember not to overanalyze or cling to these signals with desperation. Instead, observe with calm detachment, neither seeking validation nor reacting impulsively. If she's interested, her actions will continue to align with her attraction. If not, a Stoic man remains unshaken, understanding that confidence lies not in chasing external affirmations, but in maintaining inner composure. The true lesson in Stoic wisdom is to acknowledge the signs without becoming enslaved by them, to engage without attachment, and to move forward with a mindset of abundance rather than need. The ability to recognize attraction while maintaining an air of quiet confidence is what sets apart a man who has mastered Stoic lessons from one who is ruled by fleeting emotions. Be aware, be present, but never be desperate. This is the essence of modern Stoicism. 8. Slightly parted lips. A woman's body speaks before her words do. When she looks at you with slightly parted lips, it's not just a meaningless habit. It's a sign, a subconscious reaction, a glimpse into her attraction. This is not something she calculates. It's instinctual. Her lips separate, not in speech, but in silent curiosity, in the anticipation of what comes next. If you're speaking and she's watching you like that, you've entered her mind. You've sparked something deeper. It's as if she's caught between listening and acting, between self-restraint and desire. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The modern Stoic knows this. Attraction is never about chasing, but about being. A man who lives the Stoic life, who carries himself with quiet confidence and purpose, doesn't seek validation. He commands it effortlessly. That parted lip expression, it's a sign you've drawn her in without effort. You've created intrigue, left room for curiosity, and that curiosity makes her want more. The power isn't in forcing attention. It's in embodying the kind of man whose presence alone demands it. Think of it like this. A lion doesn't roar to prove its dominance. It simply exists, powerful in its stillness. That's the energy of the Stoic man. the man who doesn't react to every glance but knows when one carries meaning. If she looks at you this way, don't rush to react. Hold your frame. Let her anticipation build. The more you master yourself, the more the world, and the women in it, will respond to your energy. Comment: I am the master of my presence. If you understand this truth, like, subscribe, and embrace the path of the modern Stoic. 9. Mimicking behavior. Mimicking behavior is one of the most subtle yet powerful indicators of attraction, and it ties directly into modern Stoicism by reinforcing the principle of observation without emotional overreaction. When a woman starts mirroring your gestures, speech patterns, or favorite phrases, it's not just coincidence. It's a subconscious way of creating a bond. Psychologists call this the chameleon effect, where people imitate those they feel close to as a means of deepening the connection. This principle aligns with Stoic wisdom. Rather than jumping to conclusions, observe with a calm, discerning eye and understand the underlying psychology at play. If she starts using the same expressions you do or mirrors your body language during a conversation, take note. This is her way of signaling interest without explicitly stating it. Imagine you often say, "That's incredible," when something impresses you, and suddenly she starts using the same phrase. Or perhaps you lean in slightly when speaking, and she does the same. These small actions may seem insignificant, but they are potent signs that she is engaged, comfortable, and emotionally tuned into you. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts, and in attraction, people unconsciously take on the color of those they admire. But as a modern Stoic, your role is not to react emotionally, but to recognize these cues with quiet confidence and let the dynamic unfold naturally. Instead of immediately assuming interest, observe how consistently she mimics your behavior over time. Is it a one-time occurrence, or does she frequently adopt your habits? Modern Stoicism teaches patience and discernment, urging you to remain composed rather than seeking validation. If she's mirroring you, it's an invitation to deepen the connection, but the key is maintaining self-control and not altering your authentic self to chase attraction. Remember, attraction should be mutual and effortless, not forced. When you see these signs, maintain your frame, stay true to your values, and let her gravitate towards you naturally. Now, think about your own experiences. Have you ever noticed a woman mirroring your speech or gestures? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss how Stoic principles can enhance your approach to relationships. Recognizing the things women do when they're into you isn't just about spotting signals. It's about mastering emotional awareness and self-control. Women communicate their interest in subtle ways, often through body language, attention, and the small efforts they make to be around you. But as a Stoic man, your focus shouldn't just be on decoding her behavior. Your real strength lies in maintaining your own composure, understanding your value, and never allowing external validation to dictate your confidence. Attraction is never about chasing or seeking approval. The moment you find yourself needing constant reassurance, you've already lost your power. Women are drawn to men who are grounded, men who move through life with quiet confidence, men who are secure in themselves, regardless of external circumstances. When you embody that mindset, attraction happens naturally. You don't have to force it. So if a woman is showing you these signs, appreciate them, but never let them become your primary focus. Your mission, your purpose, and your inner strength come first. A Stoic man remains steady, whether he is met with interest or indifference. He knows that true power is in how he responds, not in how others behave. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe for more insights on attraction, relationships, and Stoic wisdom. The path to mastery starts with awareness, and I'm here to guide you on that journey. Stay sharp, stay composed, and always remember, your value isn't determined by anyone but you. I'll see you in the next video.